Alright, hey guys, Mitch here from the TheAudioDabbler YouTube channel, and I'm going to take a look at Beatmaker 3 and DM1 and how to record directly from DM1 into Beatmaker 3 without too much trouble. There's a little bit of setup, but once you get that set up, you know, it's fairly easy to go back in. And so a few housekeeping things is you have to turn Ableton Link off inside of Beatmaker 3, okay, to get DM1, because DM1, when Ableton Link is enabled, Midi is disabled. And so developers, if you catch wind and watch this video, I would like Ableton Link to be able to be enabled, and then Midi still be able to be on, but just don't give us the option to send the tempo. Just give us the option to send the notes. And so I don't know how if that's possible, but you know, just a suggestion. Okay, and so you need DM1 to be sending notes and tempo. Okay, and then I just have the mixer in here turned down just so when I press play, it don't play the internal sounds. It's just triggering the steps. Okay, so I have that. All right, so now I'm going to go back into Beatmaker 3 and I'm going to go to Midi. And one thing that hasn't really been, I guess, talked about a whole lot is this focus action editor. I haven't seen a lot of videos on it, and I haven't really done anything on it because I haven't really seen the need for different scenes. But when this is a definite case that you can utilize the ability to load up different focus action templates. And so the easiest thing to do is to just hit auto learn. Okay, and then you go into DM1, and because you're sending notes, I can just start hitting kick, snare, rim shot, dun, 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 dun. Okay, and so now if I go back here, I have those 9 pads mapped to trigger the pads. And then you can save it. I already did this a couple times, so I'm not going to save it again, but you can say, well, might as well. DM1, 2. Okay, so now I can load, you know, different settings. And so and it does it quickly. So if you got a drum beat that you want to get in from DM1, the Midi from DM1 into Beatmaker 3, then you can just go in here, quickly load this focus action, and then it will trigger the pads respectively on the drums. Because if you don't do it this way, if you just try to send notes, it's going to take, for whatever reason, it's going to send all the different notes to each individual pad. And so when you record in, I did figure out that you could go into the mappings of each individual pad. This would take forever, and all of this resets with each drum kit. But you would have to go in and individually, you know, select one note, change the root, and then you'd have to go in here, MIDI setup, because for whatever reason it just defaults to no channel port all, and it just doesn't work. And so the easiest way is just to go into the settings, MIDI, and then just physically program in the trigger pads 1 through 9 for DM1. And this would probably be for anything. And so if you got other apps that you want to send in different notes to, then the easiest way is probably just going to go and create a bunch of different templates and then just load in that template as you want to use it. And so now we can go in here. Oh yeah, I do this a lot. Okay, so let's bring that back in there. Okay, so now I can trigger all those. And that's not DM1, that is Beatmaker 3. Okay, so now another thing is it does not sync tempo when I press play. So you have to manually sync the tempo from BM3 to DM1. And let's see, quantize, pre-roll is on, click on record, click enabled. Okay, so I got it quantized, and you can not quantize if you want to. But so if I hit, okay, so now it's recording, but everything is in sync because DM1 sends the clock information. And so I can let this record for a while. And it's just repeating. Okay, so now we can stop that. And it'll automatically stop the recording inside of Beatmaker 3. So now we can see what we recorded, which was that. So we can go into the actual pattern, and then we can start trimming. Now, one thing, I can't just drag this over and truncate. And so you have to go in, you're gonna have to select everything, and then kind of zoom in so you can get a note and just drag it all the way over, and it'll default up to the to the 1. Then you can drag this over to, you know, wherever you need to do. So if you wanted 8 bars, and then it's just going to play those 8 bars. Now, one thing you can do is if you recorded a whole song, you know, you can start into the one pattern, then you can start duplicating, and then you can drag this, say this was the intro, you can duplicate and say you wanted the next bars. But what's weird is you can't just drag from this way over. You have to kind of select up at the top, delete, and then say you wanted those, then you could select over here, then you can drag it over and have just basically just taking each individual pattern and just moving everything over. And then you can always just go into here and delete everything. And so now you have the next, you know, 2 bars, and go back up to the top, duplicate again, and say you wanted these, you know, whatever bars over here. Then you can just continue to process creating the different patterns, and then you can easily go into the scene mode and just start, you know, dragging the different scenes. I would assume, yeah, there we go. You know, things like that. So now if you're inside the scene, I still can't just like drag and truncate. I don't know I feel like I could at one point do that, but now it seems like I can't, and I don't think I'm missing anything. But if you just want to work in the song mode, you can just easily just work in the song mode. Just dragging, you know, just different patterns in different places. And so hopefully this helps. This app has so much potential, and yet some of the things just seem to fall short. But I think this is a really cool, easy workaround to just focus action the trigger pads from DM1 inside of here, and then it'll just trigger the pads normally, and you can record straight in and all that jazz, and it should, you know, work out for you. So hopefully this helps. This was a question over on the iPad Musicians Facebook group, and so if this helped, you know, just leave me a comment and let me know. Like the video, continue to share, and if you want to support good content, I do have a Patreon, and I may put if you're not into that, I may try to set up one of the PayPal me links if you want to give a one-time, you know, one-off donation. That would be fine as well. If not, then just share it on your favorite social media site, and I will talk to you guys later.